Coach Lehman and the Fondy staff, and he said they were breaking down. They just had an epic sectional final game last year with their big rival, Stevens Point, where Point went for 2 when they scored with like no time left, and they won by 1 to advance. And he said that Vince Beagle had 25 tackles.
I've seen a few of those over the years. The one that stands out to me was the Stellmacher kid from Berlin, where we did the game against the Springs, and I honestly believe he made every single tackle in that game from the safety spot. The Springs were all over him and took care of him easily, but he made every tackle. I remember after the game on the post-game interview with Coach Highland, I said, Coach, what did you think of Stellmacher? And he said, I believe he made every tackle in this game.
Sure.
So it'll be exciting to watch, because you knew then. Remember him?
Yeah.
He was a walk-on.
Yes.
You knew he'd be starting at Wisconsin. He had something special, and I can't wait to watch Beagle. That should be fun.
So, and that's my alma mater. But as I told people, I bleed Cardinal red now.
Not Rapids red?
No, not Rapids red, but I bleed Cardinal red. They're the Red
Raiders.
The Red Raiders. It's the Red Robins up in Antigo.
Antigo is the Red Robins.
Antigo is the Red Robins. And I think actually Lincoln may be just the Raiders now, actually. They had to change that because of...
because there might have been some Native American side of
so I think they're just the Raiders now. But,
or communist side.
Yes,
one of the two, we're not sure.
So you got that, and then we get to the trip to Actually, I get to make the trip to Marshfield September 9th.
Well, you're up in that neck of the woods, right?
Well,
you're going to stay with your family?
Well, actually, my parents are going to be staying at my house watching my kids that weekend.
Oh.
And then I will be staying at their house because I get to go to the Badger-Oregon State game the next day.
All right.
To work. And then Stevens Point comes here, who's also going to be loaded.
They came in second in state last year.
Yeah, and then you get back into the regular FDA schools that you're used to seeing.
Well, again, Menasha, tough, too.
Yeah.
So, and actually, I'm glad that is the 9th. It's up in Marshfield. I do my afternoon show, so it would be difficult to leave in time. And quite frankly, on Saturday, I will once again be making the wonderful ribeye steak sandwiches at Fondue Fest for the Alzheimer's Association, all from the Eden Meat Market. So I want to put that in people's ear right now.
And I actually have an idea of a color man I think I may have for that game. Somebody with ties to that area.
Really?
Who covers Marshfield on a regular basis. He got a pretty. I'm not going to drop any names yet.
I know who you're talking about.
I'm not going to drop any names yet because he's got a very familiar name to people out there, and he kind of works in the area and likes to do games. So a nice little perspective for a team that people don't know about. So I think I'm going to work on that.
I know who you're talking about. I bet I know.
Works cheap. Hoffy, we're going to take a 60-second break, come back with the second half. You've been listening to Taco Bell Halftime Show at 0-0, Fond du Lac and Appleton East on KFIZ.
Capelli Brothers and Diedrich supports local high school athletics. For over 59 years, Capelli Brothers and Diedrich has provided the highest quality of workmanship to their clients at a competitive price. Good luck in your game this week from Capelli Brothers and Diedrich of Fond du Lac.
It's football season and the White Pines
Getting ready for the second half. Fond du Lac and Appleton East here. Again, if you're looking for Packer football, K107.1 FM. Hoffy, look for in the second half here, 0-0. Neither Fond du Lac had a touchdown call back because of a penalty. East had it inside the 5. Both teams ended up not being able to punch it in the end zone.
Well, I think it's going to come down to either a big play. Because neither team so far has shown the ability to sustain a drive without the help of a big play. Or a turnover at an inopportune moment for one team, an opportune moment the other. Now, East is receiving here. We will see what happens here, and it may very well, Wade, come down to this field position game. So this opening kick in the second half could play a huge role right here.
Bauer and Altabelli going to stand at their 8-yard line. East will be going right to left on your KFIZ and Foot of the Lake TV dial. Again, FODLTV.com is the website you're going to have to find. Search them on Facebook, and the best way there is to go to KFIZ's Facebook page and find the link that I put up there earlier today. Here we go. Belke kicks off for the Cardinals, and it's going to roll out of bounds inside the 5. Dave Bastian again, video sports for so many years, moving online because of various things happening where games can't get on TV this year, but he's committed to high school sports, and he's making it happen himself.
That's so big. That's so good. And, we're lucky. It's hopefully maybe you can work it out where eventually it gets back on. But
so these first couple games tonight, and then tomorrow night, the Springsville-Myra game, he's going to upload on YouTube until they get their website up 100%. So like by quarter, the games will be up on YouTube, but they'll be linked at the website. So and on the Facebook page, so you'll be able to watch them that way. And
well, the field position right away at the 35, East kind of got a break as the Cardinals kicked the ball out of bounds.
So East will have it. Handoff to Flum, right side. Again, penetration by the Cardinal defense and nothing doing for Flum. Again, he's dancing in the backfield because the Cardinals are standing up the Appleton East defensive line.
What they've had some level of success on is the quick dive to Carlson, their fullback. He has been able to get a little bit of movement there and been able to pop in an opening a bit. The deeper they hand off, and there's no whatsoever threat of a pass coming from Appleton East. So the Cardinals can really pin their ears back.
And we're going to get a whistle. I think the clock actually reset or didn't start. We'll have to wait and see what happened there. Looking over.
It's at 11:51, certainly more time than that went off.
Now they're going to wind it. Still game one of the regular season, 2 in the booth.
Well, they could be.
I blame Bob Mengert for that.
They could be cramping up there, though. There could be some cramping in the fingers and the hands up here.
Yeah, Bob Mengert over there. I'm not sure what he's doing in there, but
not turning the clock on. We know that.
Obviously not. Second and 10. Handoff. Actually going to fake the handoff and pitch to the outside. Gerner trying to get to the outside. He gets brought down. Nice job there on the outside for the Fondy Cardinals. Adam King. Tackle from behind, gain of just 1.
They're just stringing that out. They are saying so disciplined, Wade, despite the fact that they had everybody, a number of tacklers on the ball on the dive play. The option pitch came to the left, and there was just nowhere to go. They strung that out beautifully. It's all about discipline against this, and so far the Cardinals have been extremely disciplined.
It's good to see Charlie Moore. Many of the other, he said he was with a whole group of guys that played on the team last year, showing up and showing a little pride in their Cardinal teams,
great. Yeah.
Even though they graduated. Coming back.
Those guys were a lot of fun to watch.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the one-loss record wasn't what they would have wanted at the end of the year, but they were a lot of fun to watch last year offensively.
Near hash, 3rd and 9. Curran under center. He's going to try to throw. Here comes Diener. Flushes them to the outside. Curran. Tim Simmons is going to rip them down back at the 29-yard line.
They are just absolutely inept in the passing game. Part of you, I'm a guy that says stick with the run and just pound it and try to win the field position battle when you're this bad offensively as a passing team. But they may need to, if they're going to be bound and determined to try to throw the ball, they may need to try to do it on first down at some point.
Jake Diener just rushed his guy on the right side and flushed Curran quick, and Simmons is there to clean up. High snap, high kick. It's going to take King all the way back, and he fumbled the football, and he's just going to fall on it, and hopefully he came up with it back at the 27-yard line, and that's where Fondy's going to start 1st and 10, 9:59 left in the 3rd quarter, 0-0 Fond du Lac and Appleton East on your FloorQuest scoreboard. We need to thank Foyt Financial Group, LLC. They specialize in income tax reduction strategies by linking investment, estate, and retirement planning to your personal situation. By seeing the whole picture, they can simplify and execute plans to help you with your future goals. To get started, call Foyt Financial Group, LLC, 921-6288.
Let's see what the Cardinals do here in the second half. If they just, they've had a little bit of success running the ball with Letourneau.
Copping out of that pistol, handoff to Letourneau left side, and he's going to get stumbled up in the backfield, but he somehow keeps those legs moving and step through a tackler up across the 30-yard line, gain of about 3 or 4.
He just seems kind of patient to me, doesn't he? He just seems kind of patient, and he doesn't seem like he's running up the backs of his blockers, and there was a lot of garbage in there for him to try to avoid, and then he got around it and threw it and picked up about 4.
So all the Cardinals have it 2nd and 6. I thank Mike Immel of Immel Insurance and Financial Services. Discover what it's like to experience undivided attention. See Mike, Matt, and Eric. Immel Insurance and Financial Services, 924-6751. Great supporter of the ag community and high school athletics.